If we could have one musician in studio, who would you pick? Springsteen, Jagger, or McCartney?
Is there anyone else to put on that list of that echelon? I couldn't think off the top of my head.
There's no Prince. There's no Bowie.
Bono?
Yeah, you could put Bono.
He's in the neck of the woods.
Yeah. When he's not in the south of France. McCartney's such a nice guy. I don't know what we would get with... I would want Springsteen because I could talk some baseball with him. Whereas Jagger and McCartney might not have a sports hook.
Remember McCartney did the Super Bowl? He did a lot of sports for a while.
The Stones did it too. I mean, you can't go wrong with any of them. It just feels like, I don't know, Springsteen's a wordsmith. So it feels like he would be a little more effusive in, hey, let's explain this or talk about that. Or where'd you get that Southern accent coming from Jersey? Yes, Paul.
Personally, as a fan, I think I'd want McCartney, but as a producer, I think I'd want Mick Jagger. I would love to see you and Jagger chopped up for a half hour and just see what happens, because I don't see him interviewed a lot. Paul McCartney does interviews. He's on Leno and back in the day, and now Fallon. He's accessible.
Yeah.
Mick Jagger doesn't seem accessible. Springsteen doesn't seem accessible.
Do I do my Mick Jagger impersonation to Mick Jagger?
Towards the end of the interview.
To the end? Towards the end?
Yeah, not your opener.
Because if I have Springsteen in here, you know what happens? Fritzy?
Oh, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if I say to Springsteen, I got a guy in here who does a great impersonation. No, I can't say great. He does an impersonation of you. Do you want to hear it? And then Bruce would, probably go, sure.
I heard you know a lot about baseball. What's a speedball?
Yeah, I do have a problem when he says instead of a fastball, he could throw that speedball by you, made you look like a fool boy. My one question would be, explain Hungry Heart here to me, Bruce, because you have a wife and kids in Baltimore, Jack, and you decided to leave. And it's one of those poppy... the appearance is it's a happy song, but Bruce just left his wife and kid. Got a hungry heart, yeah.
I've been to Springsteen concerts, and people sing along with that song as if it's Jingle Bells. I mean, everyone's all waving their arms and
with
jumping
their
around.
wives.
Yeah. Hey, everybody's got a hungry heart.
Yeah,
I just left my wife and kids in Baltimore, Jack.
That's nothing compared to Born in the USA was Reagan's fight
that
song,
too.
and it's a complete critique of the policies overseas.
I know.
Wait, what?
Born in the USA is
Born in the USA is a depressing song.
And then Reagan and everybody's swaying to it, and it does sound great.
Yeah. I was born in the USA, and I got a lot of problems with the USA. What? Yeah.
Nobody actually listens to other lyrics. Yeah.
No, they just hear the song title. Yes, McLean.
By the way, doesn't Keith Richards live a half hour from here?
Yeah.
So, not that you can understand a word that he has ever said in his entire life, but why don't we get him in studio?
Todd.
It always ends with comma, Todd.
Yeah.
How about this?
Okay.
How about an incentive for Todd? What would you guys chip in if he gets any of the three people on the poll question? I'll put in 500.
I'll put in 1,000.
Okay. If he just books in studio any of the three people on that list.
Springsteen, Jagger, or McCartney.
Wow.
I'll throw in Bono.
Yeah.
And Bono can bring Edge if he wants to.
In studio.
In studio. And do they perform?
We'll find a way to make him.
I don't know if they perform.
No,
I don't think so.
McCartney would if you put him on the spot because he's a nice guy.
But they know that you're going to ask them to perform. Remember Glenn Fry when he came in and I'm like, hey, do you want to play anything? And he goes, no.
It was a hard no. He was nice about everything else.
Oh, it was no. And then John Fogerty came in and was like, hey, I got a song I want to play for you. Yes, Paulie.
It would never even get to that because the number of agents and publicists and people that would let you know way in advance what they're going to do and not do before you could even ask them would be ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, I have guitars here that I could say, oh, hey, you see my guitars? Oh, that's nice. Do you want to play one? Yes.
How much money would we all chip in for Todd for today's guest list?
I have $4.
Oh, man. Wow. Like Ryan Leaf is going to join us in a little bit. He booked himself.
He kind of did.
Right, he doesn't get that money.
No, Ryan Leaf.
We should give Ryan Leaf that money.
Yeah, Ryan goes, hey, I'm going to be in New York Thursday and Friday. Can I come on the show? You want me on the show?
He actually texted from the green room when he made that request. So he was
He's like,
already
"Hey, I'm
here.
here."
So what do you say at
Yeah.
that?
Based on this metric, Todd owes us money for today.
I kind of do. Probably a good $150, $200 I got to put in the till.
Yeah. If Springsteen's worth $1,500, I think I'm due like $150 today. I'm grinding.
I'm in guest debt right now. It happens.
debt.
Oh, boy. You'd be bankrupt.
But then he'll have a 5-guest Tuesday, and he's back in.
Oh, no. When
Like he just had earlier this week. He had Megan Rapinoe, Julian Edelman, and Sandman.
Yeah, I booked Sandman.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's okay. Fritzy still
It's
gets
very
credit.
inconsistent.
And really,
That one.
Julian Edelman's doing a lot of press right
Yeah,
now, so
that's
his
true.
value is going down.
They called
Yeah.
us. They called
Yeah,
us.
and Megan Rapinoe, and I know Megan, and I know the
And the babysitter with the
Family
with the
friend.
yeah,
goalie.
the goalie was a babysitter for my kids.
So who did Todd book this week?
If you break down each guest that
he
I
got
booked,
Tom Penn from the NBA TV.
okay.
Sort of.
And I thought Tom.
and he was kind of
No, that's
he
right.
was offered.
No, they offered him.
Yeah, Todd didn't even know who Tom Penn was.
The guests basically just call on their own and fall from the sky, and I just take credit. That's just how it
Oh,
happens.
here we go.
It's that simple. I say
Here-
Dan Patrick show, and they line up
here we
outside the
go.
door. That's how it
Here
happens.
we go.
No, Todd did arrange for Ryan to get up. He helped with. Oh no, that was
No, you
all
drove him.
me. Thanks, Todd.
McLovin
did
drove
drive
the
Ryan.
guest up here.
So that means you owe McLovin gas and tolls.
Definitely gas.
Todd
and
knows
tolls.
him.
So no car had to be booked, nothing.
Yeah,
It's just-
you owe him that.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune into Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV. Stream for free on VR Live or download the Dan Patrick Show app.